Women have this fairy tale ideology of who men are, right? They think that men are supposed to be Prince Charming. The problem and the disconnect with that is that men were not trained to be Prince Charming, but women were trained to seek Prince Charming. So, because they have this fairy tale ideology of who men are, when reality strikes, when he does something that goes against that doesn't fit that description of Prince Charming, now he's a bad person, right, in her eyes. Once he lies and all of that stuff and cheats and stuff, that's women see him as bad now. And the reason why men lie to women is because they know that's the only way that they can get what they want from a woman. If men were honest, they wouldn't stand a chance, most of them, right? You got men out here that's married, that's telling other women that they're single and pursuing other women. Why? Because men are opportunists. If they see something they like and they know they're not going to get caught, they're going to pursue that opportunity. So it's all part of the strategy, the game, right? And the funny thing about it is that men lie and still get what they want. So at the end of the day, they're winning. Men are winning because they're still getting what they want, even though they're lying to get it. They're acting like they want the same thing as the woman, which is love, just to get what they want, which is sex. And women, on the other hand, want to go in being honest and genuine and all these things, being honest to a liar. And what do they get out of the deal? Women always get the short end of the stick. So yeah, that's why men lie, because they know that that's the only way to get what they want. Because they know that women have this fairy tale of who men are. So men lie to fit that fairy tale description, that fairy tale ideology, right? She wants Prince Charming, so let me act like I'm Prince Charming so that I can get my needs met. And then once I get my needs met, now I get to relax and be who I am, you know? Because that's when you really see who a man is after he gets what he wants. Because now at that point his objective has changed. So he lied as a strategy to reach his goal. He had a goal in mind. Once he reached that goal, now he can be who he is in real time and let the mask down. And then the problem is that women like to go into it being genuine, right? Because women actually think that men are the same as women. That is why they get upset and they want to hold the man accountable, because in their mind, men are bad, women are good. Women think they're all angels and think they're perfect and nothing needs to change with them. They're pointing at someone external from them when they should be pointing internally. Until women take accountability. But see, the reason why a lot of women can't take accountability is because they don't even know the nature of who men are. Once women learn the nature of who men are biologically, and that things that a lot of women don't like about men are simply in their nature, They fail to realize that the things that women don't like about men are simply in a lot of their nature, which means they don't really know what they're doing. That's why they say a man will be a man. A man will be a man means that men aren't changing. So the only way a man is going to, unless men aren't changing, unless the woman changes. Women don't think they need to change. What I want to get through to women is nothing changes if nothing changes. If you're doing the same things, we're creatures of habit, right? We drive the same way to work. We do the same routines. How can you get different results doing the same thing?